What's going on, guys? Welcome to Everything Always. My name is Michael Roman, aka Allfires. Now, last night at midnight, I posted my immediate reaction to the first 4 episodes of Loki. Today's actually my review video, and those are very, very different because there's a lot I want to say about the episode that I couldn't say last night, but don't worry, there are no spoilers in this video whatsoever. While we spend a lot of time talking about plot here at the channel, we will not be doing that during this video. What I am going to do, though, is rank the first 4 episodes of Loki based on 4 criteria: the story, the writing, the acting, and the CGI. I'm going to talk about that in its entirety, what you can expect, and why that makes this series probably the best show that Marvel is going to put out on Disney Plus up until now, and I am super hyped to tell you all about it. I'm breaking down a full review for the first 4 episodes of Loki Season 2, but first, if you could grab the subscribe button. We do daily Marvel content at this channel, and that's all we do. Everything from official Easter egg breakdowns, trailers, and reviews, to the occasional industry insider report, and everything in between. So if that sort of thing's for you, hit the subscribe button, leave a comment down below. That will automatically enter you to win our ongoing PS5 giveaway that's right around the corner for Loki's finale. We're also doing a daily comic book giveaway all the way through October. Again, all you got to do, be a sub, leave a comment on this video if you want, stick around to the end of the video. We'll get into all the giveaway stuff again there. Now, real quickly, just for some annotation, if you're not familiar with my reviews, and usually I don't do reviews, I'll do a reaction and then wait for the Easter egg video. The reason that I'm doing this review is A, because the show is awesome, but the reason I choose 4 specific categories, and in that order, story, writing, acting, and CGI, is because you can have really good CGI and appearance, but if the acting is bad, it's hard for the show to be good. That being said, you can have good acting and good CGI, but if the writing is bad, it's really hard to imagine that the acting can outdo the writing. And then going backwards, if the writing, the acting, and the CGI are all great, but the story isn't good, then it's hard for a show or a film to be good, and that's why we go in that specific order in these categories. So we're going to start with the story. What's actually going on in Loki Season 4, and how do I rate it? Guys, you know, if you've kept up with my channel at all over the last 2 years, or if you've sort of kept up with the general consensus for what's going on with Disney Plus shows, one of my major gripes is that the story very generally never fits the number of episodes they want to do. Basically, it's very fast out the gate for a lot of these shows, and then we meander and wait around for a couple of episodes while nothing is going on, only to find ourselves in a finale rushing through a lot of plot that probably should have been covered and during the show. This show does not do that. It picks up right where Loki Season 1 left off and has basically felt like one long finale the entire time through the first 4 episodes. There's absolutely zero filler. The show is extremely high-paced, and as Marvel fans who have been waiting to see just where this show is going to fall into the middle of the multiverse saga and what kind of major, pun totally intended, implications it would have therein, this show is starting to really tie that all together and really makes good as an extension on what we saw during Loki Season 1. So basically, if you loved Loki Season 1, you're going to love Loki Season 2, and instead of them just trying to do another Loki Season 1, they've really upped the ante and the pace of the show, and the story is absolutely incredible thus far through 4 episodes, so no worries there. Now, the second part is the writing, another huge point of contention, especially when it comes to Marvel movies and TV shows in Marvel Phase 4, and especially beginning here in Marvel Phase 5. They haven't allowed us to actually empathize with the heroes, and thusly we can't root for them the way we did during the Infinity Saga. Let me explain what we loved about Guardians of the Galaxy, Captain America, Iron Man. We were able to see the arc for those characters, really know what they went through, the hard decisions they make, and then root for them because we're aligned and on their side by the time that something actually happens. Another huge point of contention, especially for Ant-Man and the Wasp: Quantumania, a film I rather enjoyed despite all its flaws, they sort of wrapped it up with a bow at the end, and if that Kang during Ant-Man isn't one of the major Kangs on the council or someone we're going to see in the future, then you wonder why they spent the whole movie focusing on that character just to have Ant-Man defeat him and get sucked into a quantum drive. Same could possibly be said for WandaVision, where Westview could have been this huge thing, but instead they sort of wrapped it all up with really no consequences going forward, or only the slight consequences they wanted. Basically, they've been playing it safe because it's much easier to make an MCU where you don't have to acknowledge huge holdovers from projects before, and as Marvel fans who are used to the conductivity at the end of the Infinity Saga, we were able to see right through it. This show does not do that, and I assure you, from episode 1, you guys can see that there are major, again, pun totally intended, implications for everything we're going to see after this project in the MCU, which were the kind of stakes that we are waiting for, and a testament to the writing itself that there's actually a purpose to this show. It's not just giving us more of the character arc for Loki and the other characters, which we'll talk about in just a second because of the acting, but it's actually pushing the arc of the multiverse forward, which is something we have been begging for and for the last 2 years. Now, when it comes to the acting, guys, I'm not even gonna lie here. Jonathan Majors absolutely steals the show. Him as Victor Timely is yet another amazing portrayal of a King variant, and I am absolutely blown away at this actor's range. We were told by top brass over at Marvel that they didn't sort of water down the character and that their original intention for the show is what was shown on screen. I even mentioned it during my reaction yesterday, that it was also reported that Loki season 2 was one of the only seasons, actually maybe the only Marvel project ever, that didn't require any reshoots or additional photography. Again, a testament to what they were trying to do and what they achieved during the show. And I can assure you guys, Jonathan Majors' portrayal, absolutely amazing of Victor Timely. Really, the entire cast and ensemble comes together to make a very memorable show. And again, because you're in it and there aren't things that are making you be like, ooh, that's not great, or the writing's not great, or the acting's not great, it doesn't take you out of the show at all, and you're really allowed to be immersed in what you're watching instead of some of the other stuff here recently where you're sort of taken out of it right in the middle. The last thing I'll follow up with is that CGI has been a huge problem for Marvel Studios. It's well documented that they've been doing too many reshoots, and there are too many rushed CGI scenes, which again led to Ant-Man and the Wasp: Quantumania having some editing gaps because they simply didn't have enough frames to fill in the amount of time they needed. Because there were no reshoots here, the CGI was able to be worked on from the beginning, and you can definitely tell the show looks absolutely amazing. In fact, this is the bar for Marvel CGI. Not one single frame in any of this did I be like, ugh, that doesn't look great. And unfortunately, I've been feeling that way for Marvel projects and for quite some time. Again, I'll blissfully ignore them and enjoy the projects, but this has everything locked up, everything polished, everything the way you'd expect from something coming from Marvel Studios. And it's sad that it's taken them this long to sort of nail the Disney Plus thing, but man, you know, look, Disney's the one, Marvel's the one that decided to put out Secret Invasion and then Loki season 2 back to back. And when you hold these up to each other, the inequity is just so blatant. Loki season 2 is a polished, finished piece of art that we expect from Marvel Studios, compared to Secret Invasion that was just a loosely, badly, poorly written story where the main character, Nick Fury, had no arc at all, and where Emilia Clarke should have been the character that we followed so we could root for her at the end. That story wasn't even Secret Invasion, it was just a story about Skrulls on Earth set in the MCU with Secret Invasion slapped on the title. Loki season 2, again, in my opinion, after we've sort of watched through it, and as long as they don't fumble the bag in the last 2 episodes, is going to go down in history as the best Marvel project or show on Disney Plus, maybe right up there with Werewolf by Night, and I am so hyped for you guys to see it. Let me know all your thoughts down below in the comments. Of course, the watch parties will start up back on Thursday. It'll be 8 p.m. The shows go live at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. We'll go live here 8 p.m. East Coast, 5 p.m. on the West Coast. Come by, hang out with us. I watch here as you watch at home, and then of course we have an after party discussion. We're also giving away PlayStations at the channel. There's 3 before the end of the year. The next one is Loki's finale on November 9th. It'll be in the Easter egg video, that announcement for November 10th, so you've got about a month. We're doing a daily comic book giveaway all the way through October. I'm going to announce winners once a week in the Easter egg videos. So this upcoming Friday morning, there will be 5 winners or 7 winners announced in that video. Rather than me just having to do it every day, I'll just do a comment picker at the end of the week. Super simple to be entered to win for any of these. All the same rules will always apply. Hit the subscribe button because you need to be a subscriber. Then leave a comment down below. Because it's truly random, the more videos you comment on, the better chance you have of winning. All winners will be announced at the end of videos, the same way we're doing here. The best way to keep up with the content has always been to hit the notification bell with all notifications turned on. And as always, if you liked today's video, I'd appreciate it if you'd hit the like button. My name is Michael Roman. You can find me on Instagram and Twitter at I'mFires. You can also find me on Spotify, YouTube, Amazon, Apple, iTunes, wherever you listen to original music under the name Allfires, hence the AKA at the beginning of the video. Thanks for checking the channel. Stick around, guys. We'll be posting again real soon.